There you go. I think we had the same problem last time we were down here. So we'll just go strictly sell. We should go on right after that. Yep. That'll be fine. Hate we have to do it over sale, but don't have any other choice. No other choice tonight. Probably not all week. Good evening to you from Allen County Scottsville High School. It is opening night of the 15th District Basketball Tournament, and we have a doubleheader for you tonight on this Monday night with the Barren County teams taking on the Monroe County teams, both girls and boys. First time that we can ever remember that a girl-boy doubleheader has taken place in the first round of the 15th District Tournament. But nevertheless, we got two teams here tonight. We'll have two teams here tomorrow night with Glasgow and Allen County Scottsville. Trojanettes and Lady Falcons here in game one of our doubleheader tonight. The Trojanettes, the defending 15th District champs 2 years in a row, and the defending 4th Region champs from this past season under Coach Piper Lindsay, come in with a record of 24-6. They went undefeated in district play. Monroe County with an overall record of 9-16, coming into the tournament 0-6 in district play during the regular season. The Lady Falcons won Thursday night in a big game. They beat Warren East by 10, 55-45. And in that ball game, Paisley Ford had 18 points, along with Amelia Myatt's 15. And it was Elena Hodges that scored 9 points and had 9 rebounds. They shot just over 40% from the field. They hit 4 of 14 threes. But the big difference in the ball game was from the free throw line. Lady Falcons were 25 of 38 from the charity stripe. Trojanettes come in 24-6. Defeated Clinton County on the road Thursday night, 61-28. Elizabeth Bertram had 18 points to lead the Trojanettes in scoring. Raven Ennis had 12. Carly Delk had 11. And Macy Lockhart came off the bench and scored 9 in that win. And a win here tonight would advance the Trojanettes to their 4th straight regional tournament appearance under Piper Lindsay.
Well, happy to be here. It just doesn't seem for some reason like district tournament night. I don't know if it's because the season's flown by, as we've said, the last 3 or 4 weeks, or because the format's a little bit different. But here we are. It's a win or go home night in the 15th district girls side first, then the boys. But I do like the fact that it's a normal night, and the fact that the girls play first at 6 and then the boys kind of come in, so you can have a normal routine. And the girls look awful loose and awful relaxed right now, as you should be as a 1 seed that's favored by almost 30 points. And you won both games you played by over 30 points against Monroe County this year. So a lot of things can happen. But you got to like the Trojanettes' chances tonight.
Yeah, you can throw the records out the window. They don't mean anything when it comes down to what they call postseason, 1-game sudden death, or the second season, whichever you want to call it. But the Trojanettes and Lady Falcons in Game 1 of our doubleheader. This is the Zaxby's pregame report with a new Caribbean jerk filet sandwich or boneless wings meal. And the sandwich is served on a toasted potato bun, and you can make it a boneless wings meal with crinkle fries, a 22-ounce Coca-Cola freestyle drink. We'll be back to Allen County, Scottsville after this timeout as you're listening to the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Barren County farmers, you want feed products and nutritional supplements that are proven to work for your operation. No time on your farm to mess around. CPC Commodities understands, so they provide quality feed they can stand behind. CPC Commodities offers direct-to-farm delivery options for bulk or bagged feed, minerals, tubs, and farm hardware. CPC Commodities, proven on our farm, made for yours. Call toll-free at 888-618-6455.
And we're about 8 minutes away from tip-off of the Barren County Trojanettes and the Monroe County Lady Falcons. The Lady Falcons were district champs in 2017, 3 years ago. Runners-up in 2010 and 2012. The Trojanettes, of course, looking for their third straight district title. Runners-up in 2017. These two teams met during the regular season. Barren County won both games, 69-37 on December the 13th at Barren County. And then in Tompkinsville, the Trojanettes winning 68-35 on January the 20th. Trojanettes shot 50% from the field in the first game against the Lady Falcons and 42% on the second game, which the Lady Falcons shot 34% the first time and 32.5% the second time. And Elizabeth Bertram had big games in both of those, 16 points in the first game, 25 in the second game. Raven Ennis had 16 in that second game with a win over the Lady Falcons. And Trojanettes, of course, have went 6-0 in the district, defeated Allen County, Scottsville twice, Glasgow twice, and Monroe County twice. And the Lady Falcons did not win a game during the district season, losing to the Trojanettes twice, Glasgow twice, Allen County, Scottsville twice, but they were by close margins. But you go back over the years, when was the last time a number 4 seed beat a number 1 seed in the girls' district? You have to go back to 2008 when Glasgow beat Monroe County 53-49 in that game. Of course, last year the Lady Falcons lost to Glasgow 62-46. Trojanettes just a year ago when that 3-point shot from Mackenzie England that put the Trojanettes in the regional tournament. The game in overtime, 52-51 over Allen County, Scottsville. Then went on to defeat Glasgow in the championship game, 41-31. So here we are again a year later.
Should be a fun atmosphere. Trojan side already well on its way to being full. I'm not sure Monroe County side is going to get there.
Yeah. Going to take a break. Come back with more in a moment. This is the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. And we're about 2.5 minutes away from tip-off of the Trojanettes and the Lady Falcons. We just received word for those that may be driving down 31E. There's been an accident at the 31E 101 intersection in the eastbound lane, and traffic is one lane right now. Police are on the scene, so you might want to try to, if you can, take an alternate route coming into Scottsville because of that accident. A lot of water, a lot of rain on the highway, so be careful coming in if you are planning on being here to the tournament tonight. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. They're brought to you by SCRTC. Get things started with SCRTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today. Monroe County Lady Falcons and her third-year head coach Clifton Hamilton. His assistant coaches are Lauren Turner and Sean Masingill. They'll start tonight. Malia Myatt, a 5'3 sophomore, averaging 7.4 points a game. Elena Hodges, a 5'9 senior, averages 2.8. Also in the lineup tonight, Ramsey Bartley, 5'5 junior, averaging 5 points a game. Kelsey Langford, a 5'7 junior, averages 3.2. And Callie Harlan, a 5'6 senior, that averages 1 point a game for the Lady Falcons. Piper Lindsay in her fifth season with the Trojanettes. Assistant coaches Scott Chapman and Chad Withrow. Katie Murphy, 5'5 eighth grader, averaging 3.6 points a game. Elizabeth Bertram, 5'7 senior, 20.5 points. Raven Ennis, 5'9 sophomore, 11.5 points, 5.5 rebounds. Carly Delk, 5'9 senior, 7.5 points, 6 rebounds. And Eve Jackson, a 5'9 senior, that averages 6.3 points a game. Don't forget 104 The Score online to see stories and photos from all the 15th District Tournament action this week. That's at 104thescore.com. And we'll come back with a tip-off. The Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial opening tip-off after this break. This is the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. The officials for tonight's game, Tony Franklin, Chris Reeder, and Davis Taylor. The official sponsors, Scotty's Contracting and Stone, committed to providing all customers the same level of highest quality no matter the size of the project. And we haven't been down the area schedule tonight, Robert, but there are a few other games going on throughout the 4th region tonight. 13th at Russellville, Logan County girls taking on Todd County Central. Logan County boys against Russellville. Both Logan County teams are favored in those. 14th at South Warren, Greenwood girls against Warren Central. That could be an interesting game. South Warren boys against Warren East, who was South Warren's favorite in that game. And then the 16th at Russell County girls against Clinton County boys against Metcalf.
To be the most interesting game is the last one you read there, the Clinton and Metcalf boys. But we'll keep you updated on as many as we can throughout the evening.
And the tournament schedule brought to you by NAC Healthcare Glasgow, caring in a better way day by day. You're listening to a broadcast of 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT FM, Cave City, Glasgow. Online at 104thescore.com. As both teams, they introduce the entire squads on the opening night. And so now Monroe County being introduced right now. Barren County was introduced first. They've got scoreboards in here like they do down at Diddle Arena. They actually put the names of the teams up on the scoreboard. So Barren and Monroe up on the scoreboard there.
You went over the matchups earlier. In the first matchup, we were up by 30 at halftime. That was the power outage game that happened very, very early. So we were able to get off to a really good start in that first game. We weren't up quite as many when we went down there at halftime, but it was a 33-point game after 3 quarters. So we were able to get out early. We were able to force them into a ton of turnovers. It was 20-plus turnovers both games. So, I'm not sure what they're going to throw at us defensively. I'm not sure if they have the personnel, honestly, to, box in 1, triangle in 2, maybe Raven and Elizabeth. It'll be interesting to see what they do. But if we're able to turn them over early like we did in the first couple of games, this game could be over very quickly. If we can and they make some shots, it could be interesting for a little while.
You're right. Monroe County navy blue uniforms, silver numbers and letters outlined in white with Monroe across the front of their jerseys. Trojanettes in their white uniforms, burgundy and gold numbers outlined in gold. Trojanettes across the front of their jerseys. And we are at Allen County, Scottsville, first game of the 15th District Basketball Tournament. Trojanettes and Lady Falcons. Girl-boy doubleheader. We have the Trojans and Falcons coming up later tonight. We'll be back here tomorrow night for Glasgow and Allen County, Scottsville. Girl-boy doubleheader with all the action at 5:40. Raven Ennis in the jump circle for Barren County. For Monroe County, it is Elena Hodges. Trojanettes moving from left to right. Trojanet fans and Trojan fans across the way from us. Monroe County's back behind us here. And Tony Franklin will step in and toss it up, and we'll be set to go. First game of the 15th District Basketball Tournament controlled by Barren County. As Katie Murphy will set things up, we'll see what kind of defense Monroe County's going to throw out here. Left side it comes to Bertram. Bertram looking, hasn't put down the dribble yet, now puts it down, brings it back out to the center court, now cuts back left, penetrates down the lanes, kicks it over to Murphy for the 3 ball in the air, got it!
What a start. It looked like they were actually shadowing Katie to start, and she knocked down the opening shot.
And Monroe County breaking the pressure, gets it in front court, Myatt sends it down left side, here's a shot on the baseline, good for Hodges.
Couldn't get back and really match up very well there.
Long pass down the floor, deflected out of bounds, and they're going to give it to Monroe County.
He said white, but he pointed to Monroe County.
So opposite end of the court, but it's Barren County's basketball, and Bertram will toss it in.
Little officials get nervous in the first round of district, too.
A lot of nerves rattling out here. There's E. Jackson, feeds it in there to Bertram. Bertram in the paint, throws up the shot, rolls in.
Not an easy shot, but a comfortable one there on her left side.
See what they can do with the press here, and they break the press. Ooh, bounce pass off the right side. Here's Bartley driving, puts it up. It is coming off the rim. Rebound Hodges back up, blocked by Jackson. Trying to pull it away. And here's Raven Ennis with the basketball. One-hand pass up to Bertram on the left side. Bertram trying to make a move at the baseline. Feeds it in there to Ennis. Ennis will send it back out to Jackson. Can't shoot the 3. Now hands it off to Murphy. Murphy penetrating. Bounce pass underneath the dunk, and she puts it in.
Good job. Drive on the left side. Drew the defense, and nice assist.
Barren County 7, Monroe County 2. Here's a steal. Bertram underneath, reverses it up, and it comes off the rim. Battle for the rebound, put back up. No good for Ennis, but a foul. Foul on 32. That's Bartley. Monroe County's first foul of the basketball game. It's going to send Raven Ennis to the charity stripe, a 76% foul shooter on the year. Free throws up and good. And it's an 8-2 Barren County lead. We played about a minute and a half. Ennis puts it in the air, and it's going to come off and lodge between the rim and the backboard. I don't know that I've ever seen that on a foul shot.
Not a free throw that bounced up like that one did. We'll have to wait and find the basketball to get it down.
It's lodged on the right side of the rim, between the rim and the backboard. And Davis Taylor, the official, jumps up and taps it out of there. The younger of the referees.
He showed a little hops there. I wasn't expecting that to happen.
Monroe County's basketball. Harlan gets it in play to Hodges. Lobs it back to Harlan. Sends it over the right side now to Langford. Langford is cut off and had it stripped away. Jump ball. Raven Ennis reached in and tied it up.
Very quick jump ball. She was able to rip that away and head to the rim, but it should be. We got the tip, didn't we?
We did. So the Trojanettes get it. Murphy having some trouble. Ooh, dangerous pass. Going to be stolen. Langford had it poked away from behind by Murphy and out of bounds. So maybe, I don't know.
It wasn't
supposed to be Monroe's basketball, right?
Should have. Nobody really jumped up and said anything. But anyway, Katie's got to be more patient. She's got to wait for somebody to come help her and try to make that, instead of making that long pass that could be picked off.
Langford's got it left corner for Monroe County, guarded by Bertram. Bounces it out now to Myatt. Myatt, guarded by Murphy, spins, free throw line, throws it back out to Harlan, and now to Langford. Covered up by Bertram. Sends it left side to Bartley. Got Lockhart guarding her. Macy Lockhart, 5'9" freshman on the court for Barren County. Bartley trying to get the screen set. Doesn't happen there. Hodges backs off. Now Bartley picks up her dribble and needs some help. And finally gets it out to Harlan. She'll hand it off to Myatt. 8-2 ball game. So kind of been a slow first quarter at 5:45. Falling down is Langford, but got rid of the basketball over to Myatt. Trojanettes couldn't come up off the turnover. Myatt, guarded by Murphy closely, takes it left side. Now wants to drive, goes up against Delk, throws up the shot, it pops out, rebound Delk. Outlet pass up court left side comes to Ennis. She had it poked away from behind. And now Monroe County comes up with the basketball, then stolen away back by Ennis, throws it off the leg, but apparently she was out of bounds. Yeah. So Monroe County's basketball, Harlan will toss it in. Comes into Hodges. She's in a trap, splits the defenders. Throws it up court to Langford. They've got the numbers. Here's Myatt driving for the layup. It is good.
That was a quick press break by them. I don't think we expected them to be able to do it.
Long pass down to Lockhart. Lost the handle. And Monroe County comes up with it. Myatt with the basketball for the Lady Falcons into the front court. Started out there by Murphy. They try to come to set a screen. And now Myatt gets rid of the basketball to Hodges. She'll give it left side over to Langford. Langford guarded by Bertram, poked it away from her. Elizabeth comes up with a steal, cuts back left, drives in, puts it up, got it.
Tried to draw the foul, but couldn't get them to call it. They're letting them play right now.
10-4 the score. Barren County. Harlan gets with the basketball on the near side of Hodges. Lobs it back to Harlan. Almost stolen away by Bertram. She reaches in there and snags it away. Jump ball, possession arrow to Monroe. And get a couple of changes in the lineup. Paisley Ford, a normal starter, who's the leading scorer for the Lady Falcons. Checks in, averaging 14.6 a game. Here's a looping, lazy pass. Picked up by Ennis. Jumper in the lane. No. And then rebound to Monroe County as Hodges comes out of the way and a foul on Ennis.
I'm not sure why Ford did not start tonight. She scored 14 in that second matchup against Barren County, although we held her scoreless on 0 of 7 shooting in the first matchup.
As Harlan gets the ball in play. And it is Hodges, sends it down the floor. Myatt, bounce pass broken up in there by Delk, but taken by the Lady Falcons. They keep it alive. Hodges left side over to Myatt. They go down low in there to Ford. She puts it up and in off the window. Had her posted up down low. And it's a 10-6 ball game. Here's Bertram stepping back. Three-pointer, no. Rebound to Hodges. Gets rid of the basketball to Myatt. Myatt getting cut off by Murphy. Throws it back to Harlan. Harlan now gets it across the line over to Myatt. Myatt crossover dribble left. Drives the basket. Puts it up. It's no good. Rebound to Lockhart. And a reach-in foul or jump ball.
Foul.
We'll put it on 32. That's Bartley's second. And the Lady Falcons' second team foul. Coming in from Monroe County will be Gracie Veach, a 5'9 sophomore. Averages just over 7 points a game.
Another normal starter, right?
Mm-hmm. So it's Monroe County's basketball as Katie Murphy will bring it up. 3:38 to play in the first quarter. Barren with a 10-6 lead. Now Murphy, guarded by Myatt. Bounce pass off to Bertram. Back to Murphy. Try to go back to Bertram with it on the left wing. Now Bertram trying to drive. Loses a handle and off of, I believe, Ford. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds. The Trojanettes will keep it on the left baseline. As it's Bertram, 10-footer, rattled out. Rebound to Harlan. She'll give it to Ford. Ford bringing it up the right side. Now leaves it off with Veach. Sends it out to Harlan. Here's Hodges. Fakes. Drives in. Losing the handle. Stolen away by Delk. Bertram up the right side. Takes it in the lane. Goes in traffic. Puts it up. It is good. They're going to count the basket and a foul on Hodges. That'll be her first and the team's third. Bertram gets the bucket to make it a 12-6 Barren County lead.
She took on about 4 Lady Falcons in that possession, but you knew she was going to cut back left even though they were over-guarding her to the right side.
Bertram's free throw good. 13-6 Trojanettes. 3 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Oh, little brush foul on Elizabeth Bertram, her first, team second.
She did not sit down and play defense and slide her feet. She kind of stood up for some reason. I think she got a little too close and out of position. Tried to make up for it. We got to get some more turnovers off these steals. Or off the press, sorry.
Right. Comes into Hodges. Gives to Harlan. Bounce pass over to Ford to the right side. Sends it back to Harlan in the middle. Fires it up to Hodges. And Myatt couldn't handle the pass. Delk comes up with it. Gives it to Ennis. Here come the Trojanettes. Ennis stops top of the key. Gives it off to Murphy. Angles off left, gives to Ennis. Ennis hands it off to Bertram. 3 in the air. Yes!
We really haven't been in very many half-court offensive situations, but when we have, we knocked down 2 threes.
16-6 Trojanettes. First People's Bank 3 tonight. Ball's too long for Ford, out of bounds. And Barren County will get the ball with 2:26 to play here in the opening quarter. Katie Murphy will walk it up for the Trojanettes. Elizabeth Bertram already with 10 points in this quarter, 10 of Barren County 16. Left side, here's Bertram. Baseline, throws up the shot, whistle. Ooh, an offensive foul.
And now she's got 2 fouls.
Yeah.
The first one was a ticky-tack foul. That one, she didn't really make full contact, but it was enough for the defender to fall down, and they bought it as a charge. So now we're going to have to play without Elizabeth probably for a lot of this quarter. Piper's not going to completely be relegating her to the bench, but we'll just see how it goes.
Yep. Here's a pass up court. Here's Maya driving, goes against Delk, puts it up and in.
You can't get beat like that. Just straight over top, them sprinting to the other end of the basket.
16-8, 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. And Bertram on the bench with 2 fouls. Murphy angles left, gives it off to Lockhart. Lockhart guarded closely by Ford, drives it right side, gives it over to Delk on the right wing. Out top is Ennis, fires it up for 3. Go!
3 threes here in the first period. Now Ennis is going to have to step up that scoring role.
19-8, Barren County, a minute 37 to play in the first. Myatt up court to Ford. Ford can shoot the 3. Sends it on the baseline, Veach, and she traveled. Kind of collided with Delk. Barren County's basketball, a minute and a half to go in the quarter. Katie Murphy with it for the Trojanettes. Penetrating left elbow, stolen away. Veach gives it off to Myatt. Myatt back to Veach, lays it up. It is no good. Rebound to Ennis for the Trojanettes. Ennis pushing it down the floor for Barren. Goes left side, bounce pass intended for Delk. She got it back, gives to Lockhart. 10-footer right side, good.
heating up a little bit. 21 points in a quarter.
1 minute to play here in the first quarter. Harlan with the basketball. And Myatt behind the back dribble. Got it across the line. Reach-in foul on Carly Delk. Her first. That'll be Barron's fourth of the first half. And Coach Clifton Hamilton's going to bring number 33, Brinley Hatcher, 5'8" sophomore in the ball game for Elena Hodges. Ball comes out to Myatt. 52 seconds to play in the first quarter. 21-8, Barren County lead. Here's Harlan giving it out to Ford between the circles. Ford goes left side over to Hatcher. Go down to the corner to Harlan. Harlan now bounces back out to Myatt. Now Myatt gets the screen out there by Ford. Murphy stays with her. One-hand pass in the lane. Goes underneath. And the shot blocked in there by Jackson. Coming out Beach. Fires it from 15 and she hits it. 21-10. 24 seconds to play. First quarter. Murphy with the basketball for Barren. Left side it goes to Ennis. And now Ennis looking. Out top to Lockhart. Lockhart goes over to Delk on the left side. Out top is Murphy. Back over goes to Ennis. She'll pull the trigger three. No good. Rebound to Ford for Monroe. 3 seconds to Myatt's going to have to hurry to get the shot off. Puts it up. It is no good, and that's the end of the first quarter. Barren County 21, Monroe County 10. We'll come back with the second quarter after this break. This is the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon.